What is going on, people of the world? It is Patrick here, and today I'm bringing you my ultimate guide to the new Exo Zombies map Carrier. If you're not familiar with these videos, basically how this works is I'm going to be doing a complete overview of this map. So if you're a beginner, you want to get to a higher round or whatever, this is the video for you. So basically, just going to be going on a walkthrough of the map, showing you where everything is, helping you find everything, showing you some new features of the map, giving you some strategies, all that good stuff. Anyways, guys, if you want to leave a like, that'd be cool. I also have a Twitter giveaway going on right now for an Xbox Live card. It is at TheSmithPlays, but let's get into this video. So we're going to start with a walkthrough. Now, this map is very similar to Verrückt from World at War, as there's actually two separate spawns. Now, the first is the Hangar, which is what you see here, and the other, as you see here, is the gun deck. And it's really interesting because the only way you can actually get to them, apart from going all the way around the map, is if you get the exosuit. All right, so first we're gonna look at the Hangar route. Now, starting off, we have a generator, which will turn on Exomedic there. Coming up the stairs, there is the MK14 for 500 points. To the left, there is a trap right there, not really of great significance. And then the Armory, which is a huge central location to the entire map. Definitely just take note of that. We also have a box location here. And last but not least, we have Exomedic itself, which is just out on the ledge here for 500 points solo and 1500 points in multiplayer. So to leave this map, obviously you can take the Armory, and like I said, that location is super central, or you can take the Moon Pool for 750 points, which is not a very central location. So getting into the Moon Pool, we have explosive drones on the wall for 1,000 points. Those are kind of like claymores, I guess you could say. If you didn't know, we have a contamination zone. There's actually 2 on this map. Coming around the corner here, there's a generator, and this will turn on Exo Health. So this is actually a pretty good route to take because obviously you can get Exo Health pretty quickly once you get it. Exo Health is 2,500 points, but I'm sure you already know that. Now, we have, again, just like kind of another route. That's where we came from. On the wall, there's the AMR 9, I think. Yeah, AMR 9 for 1,000 points. Pretty good, solid gun to buy. This is actually a decent area to train if you're looking to do it. I would say probably the second best in the map. It's very open, very predictable, but it's also very easy to get caught. So kind of is down to preference, but I would recommend training here. Now, this door right here leads to the lift. Now, the lift isn't an overly significant area. It's more just like a passing point to get to other areas. We have Exo Reload and a teleporter over on the other side, but other than that, it's really not that great. Now, the one thing that is significant about this is, like I said, it's a passing point. It's just to get to another area, and that is the cargo. So the cargo is where you can get the exosuit, and I'm not actually going to show getting the exosuit from this side because you can also get it from the other side, another route through you take from the other spawn, but just note that it's basically kind of like a giant circle, you know, like most zombie maps are. But the other thing to take note of is this little route right here, which again leads to the Armory. So that's 2 doors that lead to the Armory. There's actually 2 more. We're going to show those when we go from the route that you could take if you started in the opposite spawn. All right, so as promised, we're going to take a look at the route you can take from the gun deck. So there's 2 different ways you can go. Obviously, again, you saw that generator. We have another 3D printer right there. Coming up the stairs, there is Exomedic. So there's actually 2. It doesn't matter what side you spawn on. No matter what, you only get 3. You can buy 1 from one, buy 2 from the other. You only get 3. Had the Bulldog there for 500 points. I wouldn't bother buying that. And over here, there is a door, which yet again leads to the Armory. So you're kind of seeing how this is just one. Like the map just kind of revolves around the Armory. The route we're going to look at, though, is through the med bay. So the med bay is not a very good area. It's pretty dangerous, very close quarters. Really would not recommend you going here at all. The power is right there, which will turn on the new perk, which is called Stockpile. Now, Stockpile, what it does is basically it gives you 1 extra normal grenade and 1 extra special grenade. It doesn't sound like much, but it's actually a very helpful perk. Got a decontamination zone there. Like I said, I would use the one at the Moon Pool, not that one. Just not very good. Oh, and over in that corner, that's another 3D printer. So, moving on to the biolab. This area is, again, just kind of like, I guess, the equivalent to the lift. Again, we have another door going to the Armory. That's like the equivalent to the one over on the other side that we were just looking at. And then down here, we have another perk, which is Exo Slam. So there's a teleporter, which is what teleports you back. But turn on that generator, and then up here, we have Exo Slam, which is, I'll just show in a second. But then the last place that we have, last door to open, is the most important. All right, my bad. We also have a gun, but here we are. The cargo. as promised. So open this door up. Here we are back to the cargo. So again, hopefully you can kind of see how the map just, it's one big circle, but then everything in the middle is the armory. So it's kind of like Verrückt, how you go around the map, turn the power on, and once you turn the power back on, you can actually get back through the spawns to each other. But instead of it just being one giant circle, they actually threw a central area right in the middle, which is the armory. So it's pretty cool. Now we're actually going to go take a look at the armory. Now, as you would expect, the armory is very weapon heavy. So there's a power which you can turn on a perk, which is Exo Soldier. Decent perk, I recommend getting it. But down below, there are a whole lot of things. So we have teleport grenades, which is kind of like an ender pearl in Minecraft. So whatever you throw it at, it will automatically teleport you there, but also kills all the zombies around it. So it's kind of cool. Gun there, and then contact grenades. You all know how those work. We also have the box right here. Now the box will actually always spawn there, which is really nice, and actually makes the armory a pretty good starting route just so you can get a gun off the bat. We have a weapon upgrade. That's the only one on the map, unfortunately. I don't really like that. It's kind of inconvenient, but then again, the armory is very central, so it's not the end of the world. And then lastly, we have what I call Plinko. So you throw a grenade in and it bounces down, and basically how it works is it'll give you a random amount of points. It's also involved with the Easter egg, but it's a great way to just get some free points every round. Helps you get some stuff. So that's really good. Now, I've been saying this entire walkthrough, it's central, right? So I just want to show you. So here's the biolab. This came from the gun room, the second spawn we looked at. Over here is the lift. This is where we were when we came from the first spawn. And then up top, up here are the two areas. So we have the hangar, which is the first spawn we looked at, and then the gun deck, which is the second. So you can kind of see how everything revolves around the armory, and basically almost every room can access the armory. Basically every room. So that is pretty much it for our walkthrough, guys. I hope you found that helpful. Now let's move on. All right, so I actually already have a really in-depth video for getting to a high round, and the ultimate guide has never been something for how to get to a high round. It's more of a beginner's video. So if you're looking for like how to get to round 30 plus, I have a video on that which goes super in-depth, goes like through every round, like what to do, where to go, all that stuff. But what I do want to look at is just some of the boss rounds and just kind of talk about it and give you guys some like beginner tips. So they introduced a new round into this map, and basically how it works is, I think it starts on round 10. Basically, these guys will come and they set a bomb, and there's two guys that actually shoot at you, and how it works is you essentially have to kill them and then defuse the bomb. Now, it starts on round 10, it happens again on round 15, I believe. Then on round 20, you actually get a Goliath. Now, it's not like the Goliath on Burger Town. It's really not that hard. You can take them out with 2 contact grenades. That's what I recommend, 2 contact grenades. And when you actually kill the guys, you get a camouflage. So pick the camouflage up, defuse the bomb, and it's really not that difficult. It's pretty simple. Just takes a little bit of planning, a little bit of strategy. Don't run in there with like a million zombies behind you. You know, give yourself like at least 5 to 10 seconds so that you can actually kill them. But like I said, it's really not that hard. You get a free camouflage, so it's easy to make it out of there alive. But after round 25, and I really want to stress this, if you're getting to those rounds, what happens is it'll start to come every single round. And this gets really annoying, really dangerous, and a big waste of time. It's kind of like the Templar zombies from Origins, but it happens every single round. So if you're not careful, like, you can really end up killing yourself by just rushing into this every single time. First couple rounds, I recommend getting it, but after a certain time, I wouldn't worry about it until it gets close to wherever you're training. Basically, like, you can't go into the area for that round when it blows up, but other than that, there's no real ramifications. And like I said, it's just not worth risking a down for it. So I don't really recommend doing it after round 25 until it gets close to you. Now, I just want to throw a couple more tips and like just general pieces of information out for you guys. Like there's a lot of little things they added into this map that aren't worth making a section about, but I still thought I'd mention. And the first is what you see on screen right here, and that are these Sentinel guys. Basically, it's a kill streak that you can get from the drop, and they just 3 guys come in and they just do work on the zombies. Like you almost feel kind of invincible when you're going about. So always make sure to get that. There's actually another thing, but it's not really worth mentioning. in this area, I recommend training here. And actually what you should do is use the trap. So the trap is, you'll see it in just a second where it is located. And it's the one they featured in the trailer, that little cart that runs around. It basically distracts the zombies, and it also kills them. So it comes from that little red area right there. See, I turn it on right there, and it just drives around, kills them. Really, really good. So like I said, train here, use that trap. And another piece of advice for training here is, see that door right there that goes to the biolab? Don't open it unless you spawn on that side, and if that's the case, don't open the opposite door. Leave one of the doors closed and just work your way around the map. It just leaves like little piece of area that you don't have to worry about. So that's, again, like I said, there's just nothing like significant to make a full topic about, but I just thought I'd throw some pieces of information out there for you guys. Like the new wonder weapon, the railgun, really good. I recommend using it, but there's other guns you can use as well. And like I talk about all of this in my round 30 guide. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. So if you found that helpful, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, you can go ahead and subscribe. I feel so weird. This is like the shortest ultimate guide I've ever done, but there's just not a lot to talk about. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.